Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aashi Adani and I get asked a lot how I cover my hollow dark circles and my pimples. So I'm gonna show you how exactly I do it. Also at the end of the video I'm giving a huge gift set from Karma, so stay tuned for that and let's get started. So now hollow eyes is something like deep dark circles are something we are facing on a daily basis. Now I do recommend taking care of your skin, so start with an eye cream. Even if you don't have an eye cream, just use a nice moisturizer to keep this part of your face hydrated. Now your under eyes have no sweat glands, so they can't produce moisture on their own, so you need to apply moisture from the top only. And which is, if it's too dry you're going to crease a lot and stuff like that. You don't want that, so just apply some nice eye cream and sleep. Also get enough sleep. There is no other quick remedy other than getting a lot of good sleep. So sleep as much as you can. I sleep quite a bit, but I still have this. And lastly, what you can do is put cucumbers and rose water and just cooling agents that would depuff your eyes. Other than that, of course, let's start with getting makeup on and settling this face. So if you have somewhere special to be, start getting ready a little in advance so you can do all these steps to look your best. Now I'll start with the most basic, ice cubes. Make sure your napkin is cold and you just want to press it against your skin. It's cooling. It will also wake you up. It will close all your pores and it will also reduce any kind of swelling under the eyes on your face. You know, if you have a swollen face after waking up or anything like that. So just want to press this against your skin. If you're in a hurry, just take the ice cube out and bear the cold. And your face will also instantly look much more awake and fresh. Now that my face is feeling nice and cold, I am going to go ahead and smoothen it out. I'm going to use a primer. I'm using this primer from My Glam. It's their Tinted Perfection. It's a nice smoothing primer, like your skin feels really nice after it. It's over now. This is the last bit that I get. Just gonna do you see where the primer is not going in completely? Those are your pores and this will fill them up, ensuring you have a smooth base. I'm gonna prime around your nose, around your mouth and over any pimples that you may have, because if it's open the primer will fill it up and make it a little smoother and less bumpy. The first thing that you want to do is even your skin tone out. Now see, this is red and this is dark, so we're going to use a red color corrector. I'm using this one from LA Girl. It's really nice and of course very affordable. Just going to take very little and put it where my eyes look the darkest. I'm going to put a little bit over the pimples as well because those are dark, or over any scars that you have. You can put this. Okay, let it set for 5 seconds because that's what I do with all of my makeup. And you want to shear it down using a beauty blender. So I'm going to very gently and lightly tap the color because you don't want to move it around completely or take it away completely. You just want to blend it in its place. Next, you want to use a high coverage concealer. I have a couple of options here. I have the Huda Beauty concealer, which has the best coverage I've seen. The Fenty Beauty has a smoother coverage and the LA Girl also has a high coverage. There is one by Makeup Revolution and there is one by L'Oreal. Those two are also good coverage. I will be linking those in the description. Pick whichever thing you think works the best for you. I would not recommend using a coverage with a silky finish. I would recommend using a matte finish because a silky thing sort of doesn't really smoothen it out as much. Like a matte one will always have more coverage. For the sake of this video, I am going to use the Huda Beauty. Gonna put this right here. I'm not gonna take it all the way here. I'm just gonna take it where you see this line, where you see the hollow, only over there. Also, let it sit for like 5 seconds. I'm gonna give this 5 seconds to sit. And yeah, if you have a very high coverage foundation, you can do the same technique. Just use the corrector and use like a high coverage foundation. If you don't have a lot of hollow, not a lot of dark circles, you can use the same technique over a high coverage foundation, matte foundation, and it will do the job for you. I am going to lightly dab this. Now that it's spread, again I like to let it sit for another 5 seconds so it becomes more tacky and it can give you a better coverage. Now I'm just going to again take my beauty blender, start by smoothing the edges out very nicely. Use a very light hand when you're doing this. And never forget this part over here, that is your inner corner, is like the darkest part that you will see, and often you miss it while you're blending, like this part over here. So just make sure you cover your entire eye. And lastly, I just like to take another concealer, preferably a lighter one. So like the Fenty Beauty is a little lighter than the Huda Beauty one, and I'm gonna place it right over here, right where that line is. I'm just gonna let it sit again for 5 seconds. Take the sponge and just blend it lower than where we blended the concealer, like this will go lower. Again, you can use a foundation for the same technique. And lastly, to set everything in place, I am going to use a loose powder. I'm going to use this one by ADS. This one is like 150 rupees. You can use any powder that you possibly like. And just make sure you smoothen everything out before you put the powder, because if there are any creases, you don't want to allow that. And I'm just gonna push the powder inside and then set it wherever we use the concealer. Just going to use the same sponge to blend the powder completely in. I think any loose powder would work best. I think it would work better than a compact, because your compact is not going to be as matte as your loose powder. So yeah, this is my finished eye. You can see no dark circles, nothing. It's just very smooth and it's not going to look too like a different shape. So yeah, this is it. It's not gonna crease as well if you especially set it with a setting powder. I am going to finish the rest of my face and show you what it looks like. So this is what my skin looks like after foundation, blush, highlight, mascara, brows and lips, and I've set everything in place. I think the skin looks really nice and matte and not too dewy or anything like that. I do like my skin matte, so it doesn't move throughout the day. As you can see, my dark circles look very covered, and this is how like I like to do my base, especially when I have like pimples and stuff and it gets covered, and the technique will work well to cover any scars as well. That's it. So let's move on to the giveaway. So moving on to the giveaway, I'm giving away this Karma gift set. This is what it looks like. and when you open it, you get the face cleanser, the rose water, and you get a night cream, which is really good for your skin, especially if you want to inculcate good skincare and you want good skin so your makeup goes on flawlessly. So, and it's a perfect gift set as well. So if you want to win for someone else, go ahead and do it. Check out the description box for all the rules, and please like this video if you liked it and you learned something. Subscribe to my channel, and I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.